let's see. We on stop with gaming. We already talked about Spider-Man. Sony announced Spider-Man 2 will be dropping fall, well, either spring or fall 2023. So be on the lookout for that. Sony got a whole blog on it. Then the PS5 Witcher 3 update came out as well. Daytra, you want to give details on what you know from it?
It's just I take it as one, CD Projekt Red hitting a we're sorry, and two, just it's for Witcher fans is really really good. They announced that when they talked about like what's in the works for CD Projekt Red, they talked about like Cyberpunk DLC that's coming out. They talked about in another Witcher game, and even though technically the Witcher thing is over, don't know what the fuck they're about to do, but and now they talking about that now they gave us a next gen version for the free, which
should have been free.
I'm saying
the game is almost a decade old.
Should have been free.
But it shows the power of next gen gaming. Really, I think they do need to put a patch out for like ray tracing mode, just because I don't think they understood. I think games underestimate how they clutter up cities in their games sometimes, bro. And yeah, it was like you would drop a couple frames in like Novigrad, or if you in some of the other cities in the game. But other than that, fucking beautiful. Witcher itself, for what it was on, like when it first came to like PS4 and stuff like that, was a beautiful freaking game. And bringing it to this, cycle and show how great it looks is crazy. It runs smoothly. I just hate that when I try to play the game, it feel like I don't know how to play. Like, it's just weird. It's like the controls make you. I play too many games, so all the controls don't feel the same and stuff like that. But other than that, it's real beautiful. Shout out to them. I'm on the platinum grind for it, and it's a hell of a stinky grind. It's a very smelly grind.
Did you platinum it already before?
Nope, bro. That platinum. That's one of the platinums, bro. It's like usually if they have a difficulty thing, some games let you play it all the way on normal. All you have to do is beat the last boss on the highest difficulty, which is not as hard if you know how to play the game. This game tells you to do at least 2 playthroughs, and it's a long ass game. And then there's skill trophies, which. If it's something I hate more, the difficulty trophy and multiplayer trophies is skill trophies, which is basically like you gotta know how to play the game. If the game tells you to poison, stun, set on fire, and execute an enemy within 5 seconds, do I know how to do that shit? So
within the Final Fantasy 7.
And look, when you're high level with Geralt, nigga, sometimes he touch some people with the tip of his sword and they explode. So like it's very hard to do stuff like that. So just gotta look at YouTube videos, and that's one of the platinums. I'm gonna get to it when I get to it. But just enjoying playing in that game again. 10 out of 10 experience. And the cheapness of people going back. Yeah, get out. Look, I like The Witcher. I fuck with CD Projekt Red. Get off their dick, okay? Don't go back to Game Informer and give this game another 10 out of 10 just because it's the PS5 version for it, bro. I'm like, come on, bro. You're giving it the same game.
Witcher, CD Projekt Red is going back to its former glory with the Witcher 5 PS5 update.
Like, it's the same game with some tweaks, and they put like some fast travel places in which you should have been like, there should have been a fast travel place here already. So like, that's it. But other than that, decent,
Cool. Next, in terms of comic book or Marvel news, Metro Boomin supposedly is producing the soundtrack for Into the Spideyverse too. So we're gonna get real. That's what's up.
I'm not scared for Into. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to beat that first soundtrack. I'm not scared for Into the Spider-Verse, but I saw some people criticism of like, what it can be. I think it's gonna be still the best comic book movie that's gonna come out next year. I don't care. Look, fuck Ant-Man. All right, just gonna let you just gonna break the wheel on that right
MCU got
now.
a lot of restoring the faith to do for me to consider anything to be good.
And I love the MCU dick riders. how they talked about and enjoyed everything that came out, just to say, yeah, Phase 4 was the weakest phase we had. You know, woo. Like y'all was eating dick before this. You know, before
y'all was calling people like me misogynistic, homophobic. People, all this other stuff. Y'all was calling us back because we didn't like the stuff, but now it's like,
I'm telling you, memorable shit. They oversaturated the market with superhero stuff, regardless. But nobody's talking about it no more. Like She-Hulk dead and gone, Miss Marvel dead and gone, Moon Knight dead and gone. Nobody talk about the stuff no more. Black Panther still getting talked about, and that's just a fucking movie. You know what I'm saying? Black Panther still getting talked about how great it was, how nice it was, like how it made more stars out of the comic book heroes that they created. Now we will see more of Namor. Now we comfortable with seeing Shuri in a fucking outfit. Come on, man. People don't even bat an eye at that nigga. T'Challa had a goddamn kid that nobody knew about. So ain't nobody even bat an eye.
He was hiding the child, man.
Yeah, bro. So
nigga,
again,
great.
I think Into the Spider-Verse will probably be a movie I actually leave my house to go see because I can care less about watching certain Marvel movies. Hey, bro, you got to go see Avatar. Yeah, they said 3 hours. I'm good.
Beanos and other Cam, because we're probably in the minority, but Beanos and other Cam, they went to go see it and they said I think Beanos said it was way too long.
How long was it? No,
it's 3 hours.
Well, it's shorter than the first one.
I don't think it's shorter than the first one. I think it's like 3 hours and 50 minutes or something.
Bro, I remember.
Yeah, it's like
I remember
3 hours and 45
minutes.
minutes.
High school, it took us 2 weeks to watch it.
Well, that's just high school. That's 40-minute intervals. 45-minute intervals or some shit like that.
Do the math. 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, you're right, but like, it's a long ass movie. That shit nasty, and he talking about his rough cut of fucking Avatar 3 is 9 hours, so that's about to be a 5-hour movie.
Oh my god, bro. Oh man, because everybody else is giving this movie like 8 out of 10s, 9 out of 10s, stuff like that. So I'm just saying.
No, I think a lot of people saying it's a visual spectacle, but the story.
That's literally what it is. That's what the first one was. A visual.
If that's enough to get an 8 out of 10, bro, then the movie making industry.
That's disgusting. Like, because this is
they say it's like that. They say it's like that though. Like it looks that good that you can. You just turn your brain off and look at the pretty.
I don't remember what the first story was about.
Save the trees. It's Save the Trees. The first movie the first movie is Save the Trees. The second movie I think is basically Save the Water. But like other Cam, so Bino said that he was bored. He didn't like the movie. He thought it was dumb. And then other Cam said that he and his mom left in the middle of the movie.
Damn.
Like they just got up and I was like,
that's my type of movie watching, folks. That's what I like.
I don't know. I've seen some bad movies. I don't think I've ever seen
like because I went and saw the New Mutants. I went and saw the New Mutants.
Damn, boy,
it was fucking garbage. I don't think I've ever walked out in the middle of a movie just because it's like.
That's what I'm trying. I'm like,
I don't know. I don't have anything else to do, so I might as well finish it type thing.
Like I fell asleep on a movie before, but like never like, yeah, this is so bad I need to walk out because what I factor in is like, damn, bro, I spent X, Y, and Z on this, and I got
that movie was that boring that it was like the equation was gas, money, and time, and then they subtracted boredom. And it was like, and they found the equalizer. And it was like, I'm going.
More excited if I walk out. Imagine, I'm pretty sure the movie theater was packed too, so I'm pretty sure.
Some people said it was a bad movie going experience too, just because. Like I'm telling you, bro, franchise AAA movies or whatever you want to call them, experiences is stupid, and go when nobody else is going. Because them people just watching a movie to go watch a movie. So
it's honestly at this point where we really need to start talking about like buying streaming movies at home because it's like I think obviously it's a lot of money and honestly some laundering shit when it comes to some of these movie theaters. To be real, put my tinfoil hat conspiracy on, but like a lot of these movies like only in movie theaters. It's like, bro, you gotta realize I want y'all because y'all be going to them premieres like all y'all stars and directors. Y'all be having exclusive little your digs where y'all can go out red carpet and y'all got like a rented out theaters and a very nice experience. Come where we are and you go see your movie only in theaters, and then you tell me if you want to experience that every time there's like a big movie coming out, especially MCU and anything like a huge movie coming out, like you come to our neck of the woods where we gotta go out to theaters to go see it, and then you'll see why we really need to start considering a streaming service where you buy the movie for like $15 or whatever. You can watch it at home. Watch it at home. Like I would pay for that, because I mean honestly that'd be way cheaper and less annoying than going to the movie theaters. So yeah, it's I don't know. I don't want the Avatar fans to get on us, because you know it's like it's one of the best movies that was ever made, and it's the second coming of Jesus. But speaking of movies and speaking of movie franchises, this isn't on the news, but we definitely got to talk about the Henry Cavill situation.
I saw that and I was like, damn.
We definitely got to talk about the Henry Cavill situation.
The funny thing is, I was at the barbershop today. I was like, because my barber had to go teach at his school, so he was using me at the damn art project, and they were watching. Yeah, I know, and they were watching Black Adam. I was like, and Henry Cavill popped up on. I'm like, y'all niggas know he ain't coming back, right?
Crazy, bro.
They Rock,
did that nigga dirty.
If you don't go to Connecticut, walk in them doors and sign that damn contract to fight Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, whatever number that is.
WrestleMania LA.
I swear to WrestleMania Hollywood, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I swear to God, my wrath will not be contained. Okay? I don't know what you can do that you single-handedly killed a movie franchise in one movie. And then lied and said the movie was a financial success.
Yes, this nigga was hard.
He was watching the bootleg, by the way.
And then the people who said, and has the numbers, it was like, bro,
no, bro,
this shit ass.
The movie was
we are the company.
It was a box office failure.
It's a box office failure. We barely made our money back. Nigga, we barely gonna be able to pay you. My nigga, James Gunn has been getting away with making mediocre Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
And Suicide Squad in that movie too was a box office failure.
And that nigga was like, I can change this, but without The Rock. You know what? Let's go with a younger Superman. You know what? Let's get. I'm happy that I'm happy they got rid of Gal Gadot. Not even gonna hold you, but no more Gal Gadot. Let's cancel Wonder Woman. Look, you ain't.
I ain't gonna lie. The news that
in the front room with us when we watched that fucking movie, okay?
I ain't gonna lie. I was like, oh damn, you know, Henry, and I would love to see more Aquaman. Fuck Amber Heard. But then I was like, it was like, oh well, Wonder Woman 3 is gonna be canceled. I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? We don't need a Wonder Woman 3 to be honest, bro. We good on that.
That Wonder Woman 80. Niggas talk about pre-Snyder cut. Niggas talking about Batman versus Superman. Bro. My nigga, Wonder Woman 87.
That's
fucking horrible.
I'm wasting a Christmas watching that.
that I'm telling you, that's the worst DCE, whatever you want to call that universe. That is the worst movie, bro.
Whatever, yeah.
That shit is ass, bro.
At least you can laugh at the first Suicide Squad.
Yes, you can have cheesy fun.
At least there was good like fight scenes in Superman in the pre-Snyder cut. I'm looking at that cat sneaking too.
This is like the second catch it like, yeah, nigga. What you looking at, nigga?
Tell me why. You can't tell me one thing other than the cheetah chick kind of being bad, but it was the typical nerdy girl turn fan shit.
She took her glasses.
She was ass. It was ass. The secondary plot with Pedro Pascal. Ass.
Horrible.
Everything about the movie was ass. So, I'm happy about that. Aquaman probably done after the Aquaman movie, and
They're still for some reason doing that Flash movie.
Still for some reason doing the Flash movie.
Just throw that on HBO Max and move the fuck on.
I'm saying throw that on HBO Max and move on. Jason Momoa most likely will be Lobo in the next series.
Yeah, they did say something about that.
So I just hope they don't kind of rush it unless you make Lobo the first big bad, I guess. He is a very strong, very, very strong person.
He could be very much of a menace. So,
yeah, so
he has the.
It is what it is. I say the ripples effect that Justice League did to the whole DCEU. We'll go back and look at that and be like, bro, one movie destroyed the whole franchise, and it was all WB's fault. It's not one actor's fault. It's not a director's fault. It was all WB's. They blackballed Cyborg out of Hollywood, my nigga. We will probably never see that dude ever again, G. He got blackballed out of Hollywood. Bro, it's only a few things you can do to get blackballed out of Hollywood, right? Touch some people you ain't supposed to touch. You can do some shit. This nigga said, hey, this nigga Josh Wheaton ass. And never see him again, bro. Never see him again, folks. He had a whole Cyborg movie to come out. He was literally the only live action Cyborg we ever fucking had, and we are never seeing him again, bro. Crazy. It's crazy. So it's all WB fault. It's all Warner Brothers fault. If ifs, ands, or buts. They tried to compete with something that had a 7-year head start. 7-year head start. They tried to compete with something like that. It was not about to happen. It failed utterly. And hopefully James Gunn, I'm not confident in it whatsoever. Like, Peacemaker was amazing, but at the end of the day, it's a fucking gruesome comedy. So it's very hard to make that stuff not enjoyable.
And there's only so many times.
And John, yeah, definitely John, too. And plenty of John Cena. Like,
yeah, John Cena was amazing, but other than that, there's no, like, I just hope James Gunn maps the shit out and his hands is not on a lot of these movies. Like, you can make a Booster Gold James Gunn film. I'll watch that. He could do something like Booster Gold or even something like The Flash when it comes to, like, the comedic values that he can work with. But my nigga, stay away from Superman. Leave Batman alone.
All together.
Bro,
they said Robert Pattinson's Batman is fine because that shit did number. There's like y'all you stay away from that.
That was the best superhero movie that came out. Was it this year or last year? I don't fucking know. That's one that came out.
That was this year.
This year. I think Wakanda can fight with it, but this year
it's still Batman. It's just watching. That's still a 3-hour and 30-minute movie.
I will say this though. What they did to my nigga Henry,
fucking dirty, bro.
So dirty. The man quit The Witcher for it, bro. He quit The Witcher.
Made that man lose a bag.
Now, him quitting The Witcher about to be another ripple effect on a whole different franchise. About to be fucked.
I heard he wanted to leave. I heard he wanted to leave Witcher though too because of what they were doing with the story.
Yeah, but it's about to escalate to quadruple fuck in a second, bro. So it was fucked when he was there. It's about to be super fucked. There you go, bro. Nigga, Liam Hemsworth can't act. So niggas thought that Henry Cavill had like the sex appeal of a fucking table. That nigga can't act either. So like you about to be fucked. So a lot of Witcher fans are they're fucked. But he left Witcher for Superman. I can never see another dude that will ever look like Superman other than him. That WB Superman looked like an Uber Eats driver. Don't even know who he is.
Oh, he talking about the one from Superman and Lois.
Him and the one from Supergirl.
We don't talk about folks.
They all look like Uber Eats drivers. Henry Cavill literally was Superman. He's the perfect
Superman.
And all you needed to do was write the nigga better. He didn't have to be dark. He didn't have to be Batman light. All he had to be was the fucking Boy Wonder, bro. Well, not Boy Wonder because that's Robin, but the Man of Steel, the fucking the happiest nigga, the dude who just happy to fucking save Earth. You know what I'm saying? He's the strongest member of the Justice League by technicality. So like that's all you had to do. But now we in a fucking sinkhole. And now this is what makes it worse. The movies that you're gonna come out with in the future will be under a bigger light now. Because of how shit.
Because of what you did to him.
Yeah.
The fact that y'all told this man to announce his return too is what makes it even worse. The fact that you told
right there. That is absolutely sick business.
You told this man back in October, announced that you are coming back as Superman, Man of Steel 2, it's time. And then y'all was like, no, we're gonna focus on the young. And because I had watched, shout out to Angry Joe. He huge Superman fan, so he had a huge angry rant when he heard that Henry Cavill was out. But there's actually an interview that was like a year ago of James Gunn saying that he had no interest making a Superman movie. And there's an actual interview of him saying that he didn't want to do like anything of like the big members of Justice League because it's like it's been done already. He's not interested in it. Now all of a sudden, you've always had a script of a young Superman in mind. Like, come on, bro. Like, what's going on, my boy? What's going on, G? I think it's gotta be something more.
I wish I had my soundboard, G. I would have just lies, nigga.
I think it's a lot more that they not telling us. But the fact that you're saying that, because it's a huge contradiction. The fact that you're saying that, like, because he was like, oh, we're gonna do a story on a young Superman, but it won't be an origin story. How? Unless you're telling me you go do something, because like the only movie that has ever even attempted and got away with it, but it's still technically an origin story, is Homecoming. Because Homecoming was like, it wasn't a necessary, we didn't get Uncle Ben dying, we didn't get him getting bit by a spider or anything like that, but it was still a origin story in terms of him being more responsible with his powers and knowing who he is in terms of like the whole MCU. But like with Superman, dude, at this point, do we really want to see Superman struggling to fucking work as a reporter at the Daily Bugle or whatever the fucking the Daily Planet? No, I want to see Superman in space kicking ass now, bro. Like we're at that point now, especially since you have to realize from a mainstream audience perspective, right? Not comic book fan niggas. The last thing they got was Superman was him beating the shit out of Steppenwolf and saying like, yo, Doom, Darkseid, you're next. That's the last thing we got. Now all of a sudden it's like, okay, the next time you see Superman, he's gonna be struggling to maintain his daily life and get used to his powers. Like nobody wants to see that shit, bro.
It's a crazy. I think if they're gonna reboot, give me 2025 before you start your new cinematic universe. 2025. Just let the stank out. Open the door, open a couple windows, let it air out the room. Like continue with the Peacemaker stuff. It's gold. Continue with your animated series, which still probably the only thing that y'all make money from. Continue with the horrible CW shows that nobody care about. But before you start this movie franchise thing, let it stink out. Let it breathe. Be a while before we make something else. and then, because like,
can do something.
two of your biggest box office success throughout this whole time are two separate universes, the Batman and Joker, and they for one fucking comic. And you know, is that they took liberties with the character and they took liberties with the story that they was gonna tell. This was a younger Batman who was we saw him kind of grow within a movie, but it was still fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
We had little to no expectations for that nigga Robert Pattinson being fucking Batman.
Oh man. We was praying on this nigga's downfall, bro.
Bugs was saying, yo, man, we getting glittery Batman. And I was like, fuck, man.
But
come on.
goddamn Robert Pattinson did it.
That nigga went crazy in that.
Joaquin Phoenix. We saw that Joker was getting a solo movie. We all thought it was gonna be this really weird fucking movie until we saw this goddamn depressing ass fucking film, and then we was like, that shit was heat. Damn. And it was fucking successful to the point that y'all getting fucking legit awards for this movie. So like, all that just to say, when you make this new universe, take liberties, do something different. You don't have to be like the same shit that you seeing over there on that Marvel side, bro. They at the point they could put shit on the plate and people would eat it. They don't have to make another good movie. You do.
You gotta make a good movie, bro.
Ain't no way around it either. Ain't no way
Not
around.
one way around it. So, it is what it is.
But y'all dirty as hell for Henry though, because if that Superman movie flop, and I'm not praying on the movie's downfall, but if that Superman movie flop and y'all go crawling back to Henry like, hey, you know what I'm saying, Henry?
Hey, folk, you know.
I want Henry to publicly post on his IG tweet him doing this.
That, and then saying he's playing a character in the MCU. I don't care who.
He definitely Kenneth Feige is ass, so he definitely about to play a character in the MCU.
He's gonna be like, hey, Henry.
That
But
be Galactus or some shit. I don't know.
there is light at the end of the tunnel because we did get. I mean, this is for another community, but shout out to them. We did get confirmation that Henry Cavill is be going to star and is working on a Warhammer 40K live action series.
I saw that. Yeah.
With Amazon. So that is pretty cool. That like he's actually he's bouncing back. He's finding some other work.
He's going.
And he doing something he loves because he
he fucking loves Warhammer 40K. So that's really cool to see. So it's good to see him get a W because like that. I was like, bro, y'all did that nigga so wrong for that, bro. But yeah, we can move on. I wanted to bring that up because that wasn't in the news.
So but yeah, next anime news. Demon Slayer new season was announced, and they also gonna movie it as well. So capitalize and get that.
So they're basically just doing the same thing as the Mugen Train.
Yep.
Movie and then the anime and then the real season starts.
Yep, that's pretty much the same playbook. Make that bag and then make a mini bag out that same bag. So I ain't mad at it, but be on the lookout there for in March, I believe. And then Jujutsu Kaisen, it was announced that the new season of Jujutsu Kaisen drops in the summer, in July 2023. So
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
that's gonna be really
I
good.
heard some good things about the manga, so look forward to that.
Yeah. So be on the lookout for that.
Mop in the sweatshop.
Also, I saw this after before we started, but I guess Pokemon is gonna be ongoing, but Ash and Pikachu's not gonna be there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Done now.
That's crazy.
I don't care.
You know how old that? You know how old that makes us, bro. That's kind of crazy, G. That makes us so old now.
It's so crazy. It's surreal, actually. I like what they doing. It's changed. Hopefully, it becomes more of a preteen anime than just flat out, kids anime. But
and
I'm
they can
excited.
just change it up from generation to generation, like just
Which would be
protagonist
beautiful.
for a generation and then the next one. So
Cause like, Joe, Pokemon Origins is heat. I don't know if y'all ever watched like them 2-minute episodes of like Pokemon Origins when it's like it'll do the story of Blue. Then it'll do the story of Gold
I
and
saw
Silver.
that shit. Yeah,
Them
I think that's what I saw
heat.
about. Yeah,
Them joints is heat, bro. So if they go with that type of storytelling, it's fire.
Okay. But
Fire.
so we'll see where things go. But be on lookout for the new Pokemon with no Ash, no Pikachu. We're gonna see what we get in here from there.
I'm curious though because it's gonna be Scarlet and Violet, so I'm very curious to see how they handle that anime. I'm very curious to see how they handle that shit.
When you get choppy animation.
I'm gonna get this. I get this show. I give it a 10 out of 10 if they actually give us the authentic Scarlet and Violet experience, like just buggy
The
mess.
smart TV crash.
The main characters are moving like this. Like I need to get that authentic experience, and I'll be like, this is the best anime ever, because it's not trying
The
to
GOAT
sugarcoat.
Pokemon season.
This is the best Pokemon anything we've ever gotten is the Scarlet and Violet anime. But yeah, it's kind of crazy because it makes sense that Ash is gone though. because
he's done all.
He's a champion of the fucking
he's the world champion.
Like it's like
he finally golded himself.
Like there's literally nothing.
Retire while you're on top. He don't need to defend that title. He's like, I'm gonna retire while I'm on top. I'm good.
I think it'd be cool if he gets little cameo appearances every now and then. Like maybe when the protagonist is struggling and then he comes and trains them or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. But his journey's over.
Yeah, it's nothing. He's cool. Ash is golden. So, but yeah. So that's it in terms of news. I feel like I ain't forget anything, but.